Defining nationalism. Nationalism is an ideology that emphasizes the interests and culture of one's nation, often with a belief in its superiority over others. Nationalists prioritize national sovereignty and the collective identity of their country, sometimes advocating for isolationism or exclusionary policies to preserve cultural purity. Understanding patriotism. Patriotism, in contrast, refers to a love for and loyalty to one's country without necessarily asserting its superiority over others. Patriots take pride in their country's values and achievements, focusing on support for their nation's well-being and progress while respecting other nations. Nationalism often involves national superiority. Nationalism can sometimes promote the idea that one's country is superior to others, which may lead to exclusionary or divisive attitudes. Nationalists may focus on national dominance, sometimes at the expense of international cooperation or understanding. Patriotism focuses on positive attachment. Patriotism is more about expressing pride in one's country and a commitment to improving it. While it emphasizes national pride, patriotism does not inherently seek to place one's country above others. It is more about affection and loyalty than competitive superiority. Nationalism can be political or radical. Nationalism can take on a political or even radical form, sometimes involving movements that seek to assert or expand the influence of the nation, often through force or exclusionary practices. It may be associated with populist or extreme nationalist policies. Patriotism is generally less radical. Patriotism tends to be more moderate and grounded in emotional connection to one's country. It is less about the dominance of one nation and more about a desire for progress, unity, and improvement for the benefit of the nation and its people. Nationalism may be divisive. Nationalism can sometimes foster division, both within a country and between nations. It may encourage conflicts or tensions with others who are seen as outsiders or foreign, particularly when nationalism becomes closely tied to ethnic, cultural, or religious identity. Patriotism aims for national unity. Patriotism, by contrast, is generally more inclusive, as it encourages unity among people within the country. It is about embracing shared values and working together for a common good, regardless of differences in background or belief. Nationalism can fuel national conflicts. Nationalism, particularly when combined with a belief in the superiority of one's nation, can sometimes lead to conflict, aggression, or war. It has historically been a contributing factor in conflicts where nations vie for power or territory. Patriotism promotes peaceful coexistence. Patriotism does not necessarily imply the need to dominate or challenge other nations. It encourages a love for one's country while promoting peace and understanding. A patriotic individual may strive for both national improvement and peaceful relations with other nations.